and all the toxic food that you eat.
Yes.
You know, it's really a good, I believe in that. I used to take it not intravenously, but I used to take it buccally. We used to have a product that is can be absorbed buccally, you know, in your mouth, and that's one way also of introducing glutathione to the body, and it can be absorbed well. Interesting.
Yeah.
So how's the sales for that?
Actually, it's amazing. I'm really surprised up to now because this is the case. I think what makes Frontrow, our company, stands out now. In fact, in 4 months' time, I'm proud to say that we are already branching out because our office cannot really accommodate now much people who's rushing to the office getting all the products we need. Because number one, I think what made it big for us is that we are marketing our products. I think I want to claim it. I would want to claim it that I think we are the one who are really distributing it on the cheapest that people can find in the city.
Yeah, quite interesting. You mentioned to me one time when we met that your glutathione can be offered to your clients in your office, and it can be injected or introduced intravenously for free.
For free.
Which is good because if you're using glutathione, you still have to go to your derma or to your dermatologist or somebody to inject it into your veins.
Definitely.
So, but with Frontrow, that makes it interesting actually, Nesty, that you have a product which is the most sought after by women, glutathione.
Yeah.
You can now be a member of Frontrow or buy from Frontrow, and they can have it done to you in their office for free.
For free.
Kasi could you imagine, you have glutathione, it costs you $750 to go see your derma, and then to inject it, plus that, so it must be more expensive if you go outside.
Yes, definitely.
So that, I think that's a good marketing strategy for your company.
Yes, and basically even people, if they are still doubting on it, they can even check themselves. I don't want to mention all the high-end clinics right now, but they can check themselves that they can really compare the price, because as far as I'm concerned, if they go to those noted ones, it would cost them thousands of pesos, right? But if they go to us, I can claim again that we are 60% cheaper, and plus the fact that the IV service is for free instead of like to others, they charge separately for that. But they don't need to worry because we have hired professional IV therapists in our office.
Is one allowed to do the IV to herself? Can one do that?
Definitely no.
Okay.
Definitely no.
Please advise the viewers that when they have an ampule of that glutathione,
Okay. I think everyone should deserves to know this. A lot of people now are really into beautification, this and that, and a lot of people are just getting informations which are basically incomplete. How can a person who's just enjoying using a beauty product endorse it perfectly to another person or an individual or a friend that they would enjoy it the same if they don't know the proper procedure? Number one, as far as we are really stressing out to people, orals, if you take oral supplements, you really have to know your system as well, right? And you have to know basically the content and how the dosage of it. How much more if it's an ampule and it's on a solution form that it has to go through your veins, the more that it needs medical professionals to advise you and to do this and that. So basically, that's why ourselves in Frontrow, we don't allow anyone to
administer it
unless we don't have our own medical doctors of Frontrow and our own IV therapist specialists, because it's really dangerous, like to inject a supplement or any form of liquid into your system, especially if it's not going onto the proper places.
Right, veins. So do you have professional doctors or nurses to administer, or IV experts?
Yes, and we are giving these services for free to all our customers.
Oh, that's great. So let's go back, what's the other one? Placenta, right?
Yes, placenta.
Okay, tell us about this placenta.
Okay. This thing is something very new to me because I'm not I may be into like taking care of myself as well, but I think it's a little too far from my understanding. Actually, I got introduced of placenta because of RS himself, because he's into advertising. He's the one who's spearheading all the commercial advertisements that you see on television. Of course, he gets to mingle with beautiful ones, and especially if you rub elbows with beautiful people, they know how to maintain those, right? So when he mentioned it to me, what is placenta? Is that like the placenta that it's part of the like babies or the fetus? Yes, you are right, Leslie. So what's the advantage of this, Ness? It's like a supplement that it's what I call miraculous, because it's something that really I consider an anti-aging supplement, because the placenta, once it's added into your system, it helps your body to reproduce more cells.
So this placenta, where does it originates from?
Okay, our placenta is basically because, again, upon my research, I've seen that on the market, there are multiple placentas coming from different countries. And I realized there are some from Europe, some from Canada, and also from Japan, where we are getting all the placenta. The one from Europe are basically like the animal placenta, in which I asked, they said it's not too dangerous also, but to think of it, animal placenta to be used to humans, I think from there, just try thinking about it, right? But when we realize that there's a supplier from Japan that they are supplying human placenta, I think that makes sense. Placenta supplement coming from humans itself to be used by human itself, I think that makes sense. Better than from animal placenta humans, right?
So this human placenta, these are coming from women who just gave birth, probably.
Gave birth.
And you said it's coming from Japan, your
yes.
source?
And
instead of throwing them away?
Instead of throwing the placenta away, there's a company in which they buy it. It was explained to us, because we are very particular about it. The makers themselves once the hospital opens, they are there, standby, looking for people who's giving birth, and they're after for the placenta, because they said there's a grace period for the placenta where they have to make it as fresh as possible so they can reproduce it in there.
Oh, Nessie, it's so interesting. Okay, we'll be back in a while. Please stay tuned with us. See you later. Hi there. Welcome back to Bears and Bulls, the official coverage of your Philippine Stock Exchange market. As we were talking about, so you were saying that the placenta is a good health supplement.
Yes, health supplement, anti-aging supplement.
It's an anti-aging supplement. So the glutathione is also an anti-aging supplement, but it's used mainly for free radicals and as an immune booster.
Yes.
How about placenta?
Okay, placenta is something that everyone could enjoy because it prevents from our cells, or basically our DNA or our cells, to die. Okay,
right.
Because our cells has a lifespan, right? So getting enough supplement of placenta, it prevents it from dying and from aging, and it keeps us healthy. It keeps our DNA healthy. So meaning, if the micro things like how we are composed are healthy, of course it will come out. And then actually the main effects of those is like in due time you won't even notice it. Those lines would vanish.
Disappear.
The pigmentations, the discolorations, everything on your skin would reflect, and most especially from within, you can feel it yourself that there's a big difference.
So Nesty, now we have found the fountain of youth, basically.
Yeah.
So glutathione as an